Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is Highrise City. It's going to come in the screen here just a second, so don't worry about that. But wow, it's not doing what I wanted to do at all. Cool. Let me see if I can fix that real quick before we go too deep into all of this. But there you go, main screen capture. That looks a lot better, don't you think? Yeah, cool. Put my camera up there, and we should be good to go. But this is Highrise City. I turned the music off. There's some background music. It's all great, but I don't know if it's copyright free or whatever. So we're just going to do it with my voice, hopefully. And if you really want music, I can figure out something else to do later on. So, Highrise City, what is it? I'm not going to call it a City Skyline clone, because I don't think it is. It has a lot of City Skyline aspects of building, the feel. I wouldn't say the look necessarily, but a lot of gameplay aspects are very similar to City Skylines, but with a huge twist. That twist is you have to mine your own resources. You have to create your own stuff, and that's what you're using to build your city. You literally have to spend resources to build residential buildings or office buildings or any of your structures that you need within the city. And then there is pollution and electricity and power. Well, electricity, power is the same thing. Electricity, water, and just all the other utilities that you need. And it just feels a lot more involved than what I'm used to from City Skyline. Not knocking City Skyline, but this has a lot of things that I was looking for in City Skyline to just make it a more a game that you can play for a lot longer. So, that's all the introduction I want to make about this game. Oh, and by the way, thanks for the devs for sending me a key. I requested this, and they sent it to me within a few days. I know this game came out about last Thursday. I don't know, so it's out for a couple days. And so far, I feel really good about it. I played about for an hour, so I knew a little bit what was going on, just to make this not look completely hideous. But don't worry, not a pro at this game. I'm just going to show you what I found and how I feel about it, and we'll play for, I don't know, an hour and a half, depending on how much time I actually have in the end. And then hopefully you can make yourself a good picture of what's going on. Let's jump in the game. Right now, we have 2 starting points, and the other ones are not open at this point, as far as I know. There's Rio de Janeiro, down here in Brazil. There are resources up here. Makes sense. And you can choose a couple different ones. I haven't seen either of these, to be fair, too much. I think I've seen Rio a little bit, so I think that's what we're going to play with, and we'll see what happens. This is the standard starting name. Let's see if we find a couple names that are interesting to me. Honestly, no. Let's do this. K-Town. My hometown in Germany. It's not spelled that way, but that's what we called it. Henry Hudson, no, I don't think so. It's just Joe. So let's get this going. Found the city. You have all these settings. I played on easy yesterday. I think normal will be a lot more fun. So that's what we're going to start with. Obviously, you can pause the screen here and see how much you can all change on everything. Yeah, there are options. Options are good, right? I hope so. Cool. Let's continue and get this going. Marlon Brando, hey, how's it going? No. The studios, a mix of workers and resources in City Skylines. Yes, I feel it's a little bit of that, or real-time strategy game. It's not a StarCraft type real-time strategy, but you do have to gather resources in the right amount and at the right time. Otherwise, stuff is just not going to work. Let's pause this real quick. And it's just... yeah, it's a lot more involved than City Skyline. It's not as involved as workers and resources, so it's somewhere in the middle. I also feel maybe Anno fits into this. The Anno series, you have to do something similar. You have to build your city with your own resources, and all that's great. It's just, there's a lot going on here. And I think City Skyline is the main influence. I don't know if the developers like me saying that or not, but you'll see what I mean here in just a second when I place on the first road. So I hope you forgive me. Evgeny, hey, first time on your stream. Well, welcome. And I should mention at this point that I thought, give me a second, please. I need to copy this because I did add. Hold on. Can I do this? Nice. I did add stuff that I have an overlay now on my live streams that hopefully, at least if you do something nice for me, if you throw a little money in the bucket, or if you subscribe or something else like that, that we can actually see what's going on. Where should I put my camera? I think down here is a good spot. The only thing it says down there is feedback for developers, but now you can see the whole screen. Cool. So is this logistics manager? Well, it's in there. It's part of it. Yes, absolutely. But let me show you what's going on. First, start Highrise City. I played the tutorial, so yeah, there you go. Thank you for playing Highrise City. There's a guy talking to you. I don't think it's that interesting right now. You can stop and read this, but thank you, dude. That's really what I needed. Cool. First look. Well, to me, this is City Skylines, kind of. Let's see if we can see resources. Nope. Well, no, I can see it in a couple places. There you go. Apparently, I played Cape Town yesterday, so that is fine. Not really a problem. But there are resources that you can have. There is up here, there's actually research. And we can't do this yet, and I can't even show you that until we have the Research Institute. It's one of the first milestones that you unlock it for. But it increases your production, for example, or reduces your worker requirements, or stuff happens there. Then we have our citizens, population, then you have different levels of citizens that you can have here, kind of like Anno. Then up here's your money and your finances, and you unlock different things at different times. That's pretty cool. And then here are your first resources. These are all the resources you can have at the beginning. So it's wood, tools, fish, veggies, and trash or garbage. This grows over time. You will have a lot more. And then obviously, oh, there's my power and water consumption and production. I was looking for this, but I didn't know where it was. Now I see it. Cool. Great. That's all here. But I guess there's trade. You need a harbor to start trading. That makes sense, I think. Then what else do we have? Let's turn this one off. There's your speed, and here's your demands. I think this could be a little bigger, but R is residential, and I is industry or jobs. Honestly, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be 0 or what's going on, but effectively, these are supposed to steer your demands, how much you need and how much you don't need, and you can always influence your either of them, it seems like, by placing the other one. So that's pretty nice, but it's early access. I'm not sure that this is going to stay the way it is. This is one of the things I don't love about the UI at this point. But that's fine. Don't worry about that. What else am I missing? Daniel, love your work with resources tutorials. I'm excited to see what this game has to offer. Me too. Chris, off topic. No. It will be in the next update. Studios, do you have to buy your own vehicles and set up your own lines? No, you buy logistics center. And I'll just get started on that because it is not a super speed progress game type thing. It takes a little while for things to actually get moving. But here's your road. You can place a road just like this. Looks very City Skyline-y, right? And then you can change if you want it bendy, like this. Like there are different tools here, and I'm sure there are hotkeys that I just don't know about yet. There's those guys, and then there's improve. Improve is a little weird because it effectively just adds lines, but it doesn't let you upgrade the road. It doesn't make 100% sense to me, but that's fine. Then you can also change the angles that you want to play with, if you want 90 degrees or whatever. And then your height and your ignoring landscape, all that other stuff. So there you go. A lot of stuff to play with. But let's play something, shall we? I don't know, 600 meters. We have some money. I honestly, to be fair, I don't know how far this money will take us, but we're just going to start here. Cool. First road, right there, done. As you can maybe tell, there's no external entrance to the map, which I'm happy with. That's fine. You don't have to worry about that. You start in just an empty land, and it gives you pretty good indicators of the different grids and angles. The thing that we can take forward is that the residential and the industrial part of your map should be separated, and that's what I'm going to do here. Water contact. I actually never had to build a bridge. That's really, that's quite interesting. If I just get your height up a little, oh yeah, there we go. Put your height there and then height back to 0, and there we go. And now, pitch is too big. No, I don't need a pitch. I just need road angle too low. Honestly, there have been a couple things that are a little funky, especially road building, but I think it's fine. Oh, interesting. Road angle too low. If I say ignore landscape, are you a little more fun to play with? Let's see here. No, it doesn't like it, so let's just take this back a notch. I didn't mean to take all of it back. Wow. That was rude. I did not mean to kill the whole road. This is honestly one of the things that I didn't love when I played yesterday, but I don't want to judge the book by its cover on this one, because it does feel like there's a lot more to this game than just the road building. So, how's that look? I don't want you on anything, but maybe here? Sure. Why am I building this? Because I would like to separate industry out right away, because it is a very big impact on what you're going to do later on. So industry will start on this island. It's not going to be big enough, I can promise you that. But that's where it's going to start, and then we're going to have our residential stuff over here. We don't have to go too big right away. Great. So let's start with something. Let's build some residences. Currently we have 40 logs and 40 tools. So to make some money, we can start, make this a little smaller, we can start with just drawing a couple houses in here. And they will come once I start playing. We can also build some businesses. I will just keep them on this side of the map for right now. Businesses you can really place anywhere, but as you can see, we're already out of wood. So let's build our first industry. It's over here. It's just a relatively straightforward menu. I don't think it's terrible, but here we are. How do I rotation left and right? So M and N. Interesting, cool. Grid couch is B. There is no grid. There is nothing here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just place this here. And once we have that, I know this is an industry that came out here, and I put the industry portion on the other side. At some point, I'm sure I'm going to be better at thinking about this, but for right now, this is more than sufficient for what I want to do. The one thing that you can do at this point is spam a couple of these, because they don't seem to interfere with each other on the resources. So the resources, as far as I can tell, do not go away. So I think this is fine. Yep, so we have some wood that should come in here pretty soon. So that all looks good. We have the residential area right there. I think there are just a couple things we have left. We need power. For some reason, you can place power anywhere, and it will supply power to your whole city. So place these anywhere really far away. I do it here because there is a lot of the sound pollution associated with it, so you don't want to have that right next to you. The other one you need is water, and water is, what's the resource that's missing? Logs. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Which means one thing that we still need is this guy. You are just a local carrier, and all this is the logistics part. This is really just a truck that goes out, picks something up, and just brings it back home. Let's let this all get built real quick. There's some buildings, there's logistics. People are driving around, so they have workers here for now. I guess we don't have enough workers. And once we have the first wood being picked up by the local carrier here, which should be any second now. Come on. What's your problem? Oh, no garbage carrier. Yeah, we'll pick out the garbage carrier. There's someone that made some wood. I just need you to pick up anything from there, and then we can actually supply some water to our nice citizens. Anyone? Come on. I know that you're making some wood here. Pick that up. New truck on the road, and you don't have anything yet. That's fine. It's 2 pieces, a couple more pieces. Just got to keep them busy, because whatever we can get, we need to get there. There's another log. We need 6 pieces, and then I can let them run for just a little bit. Until we have what we need. So there's water. Surprisingly, you can put these water towers anywhere. Maybe that's good, maybe that's annoying, but it works. And then we're just going to do what City Planner Plays teaches, to just put your water pipeline underneath the road, and life should be good. Cool. Let these run for a little bit, because the wood, once the wood is really low, and we just need it higher, otherwise we have problems. It looks like residential-wise, we do have a pretty healthy demand, so let's just fill that in as much as we can. As you can see, it's a little different here, because in City Skylines, the blocks really represent a plot of land, and here, not every house needs a road connection, which is pretty neat, I think. Looks like someone is complaining over there that we don't currently have water. That's fine, we can fix that. Pretty easy, as you can see there. Ooh, shit. Yeah, and now we just hopefully wait until this is kind of full. I'm going to try to catch up on... Actually, let's do this to catch up. Yeah, we can play on really high speed. That's not really a big deal. We have residential, and we have everything else. No, I'm going to read your comments here in just a second. I just want to make sure that we keep expanding because it is important. The numbers that you see there is just your current amount of that zone that you already have. Settlement! Yay! Now we have a fruit farm and clay pit and a brickyard and a zone garbage and a local garbage collector. Lots of good stuff. Beautiful. But we also have brick that we have to build pretty soon. Now, let's fill in this. So we at least have resource missing. Come on, there you go. We at least have everything done. I will show you this in just a second, so don't be disappointed that I'm clicking that away right now. But this looks pretty good, and these guys are producing pretty well. I would like to put more industries here, but I'm realizing that I didn't even... population craftsman is unhappy. Okay, let's see what's going on here. They want vegetables, they want fruit, they were just unlocked, and then they also want healthcare services just in general, so they're overall not very happy campers. So let's give them a little bit of what they need. First, a doctor's office. I don't know if it's good or bad, but you cannot just place things on top of buildings anymore. You have to actually delete them. I think that's pretty neat. So yeah, they can have that one. And then we do need the industry for fruit and veggies and fish. All of those are very, very important. So how about, we'll place them somewhere, but this, you don't need bricks, you don't need bricks, you need bricks. So yeah, veggie farm and fishery don't need bricks, and we should be able to do something useful with those pretty soon. I like it. Looking at this number, I don't want that to stay too low. Did you just move? We're paused. You shouldn't move at all. Anyways, buildings are coming in. It looks like our residential need is still pretty high. So we'll just continue with that on the other side of where we already laid some water pipe. And now we're at least low on wood, and I can actually do something useful. No, I can't. I would like to continue doing something else, but we need to make sure that we have the resources that we need. And I think for right now, we're just going to put a fishery out near the water. Let's see. My place that last time was a little different, but this should be fine. Fish. I would like you. Probably here-ish. So maybe from there to there. If I can place it there, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, it looks great. Give me 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. And just have a nice road connection from here in there. And then do the freehand tool. Nope, doesn't like that yet. But this likes to remove the whole thing. Not a fan, but that's okay. So if we start here, go in there, and then we can have a relatively straight road. Not perfect, but it's relatively straight, which is all we should care about. And then the logistics center over here currently doesn't have the reach to get to those fishery places. You can easily increase that reach if you want to, if it's necessary, which in this case it definitely is. I probably should put the veggies or the other farms out here too, but first we need some buildings for that. Cool. What do we have going on here? Marlon, he said he had no idea about the next bed update. Yes. Mr. Dasher, hey, how's it going? Chris, the icons look very small. Okay. See, I do think I can increase the scale. Nope, I'm at 100%, so maybe I can't increase it any bigger from here. Game? UI scale, there we go. Let's do 120, I hope. I don't want to make it too big or too small, but hopefully this will help. Continue game. Thank you. Afternoon, Limey. Cam, hey, how's it going? Marlon is gonna pull a Bolsonaro. I don't like that. I don't like where you're going with that. Let's keep that out of here. Those cost stupid to make. Wood, not stupid. Well, once I make furniture, you'll probably see what I mean. Apparently it took me long enough to read all of that so that we currently have everything we need, and we are low on industries and on workers, or... So what I hope this means is that we have too much of everything because they're not currently building in the areas that are already designated for them, which is not a terrible thing. So let's build some more industries, shall we? Yeah, sounds great, B-Ball Joe. There we have a road. I don't know what this is miles or kilometers or unit of distance. Probably is. Could be. Could easily be. Let's pull you out here. Should be 90 degrees. Great. Now we build some farms. And farming is actually a little funky because you have to build a separate road for them. And they will work within the road confines that you give them. So in this case, there's 2 hectares. I honestly don't quite know what the real difference is, but it's fine. 220 this way. There you go. Now we have 2 farms here that are all serviced by this one logistics center. I hope that will be enough, but I don't know that yet for sure. For these to work, to really work, they do need a little bit of industrial buildings as well, and we can probably just put that on this corner. Make this a little bit of an industry place, and then we are a valley. More things. I mean, I don't think anything you see in here will be super surprising. It's just other things that you need to grow your city, and other demands will creep up by citizens. All of that is required. You have bigger roads and all that stuff. Pretty cool, right? Awesome. Yes, what we're doing here, put in these industries. And you can probably see there's also a zone office complex 2 and a zone employees 2. And that just means more density. That's really what it all means. Excuse me. Okay, no water. We either don't have enough water or we have no water. We definitely don't have trash, and that is a problem. Let's look. Yeah, let's just pause this. We are producing this much. Capacity is that. Production is 5,000. So the problem is just that we currently are not supplying water to every location. So let's just fix that. That should take care of this area. So cool. Let's run this again. I haven't started bricks yet. That's the next thing that we want. And yeah, again, I'm not sure what to make out of this. There's a green bar going down and up, but it starts from the middle. It doesn't make enough sense to me, but it looks like we don't have people that need anything here. They just are looking for veggies and for fruits. So I think before we have more people coming in, we have to add a couple services. One that I don't have yet is a local garbage collector. I don't see a good reason to not... Actually, I do see a good reason to not plop you in anywhere here, because if I plop you in here, I can at least put a garbage zone next to it if I have enough wood. And we don't have enough wood yet, but garbage is piling up, like any normal location. So let's just move things forward a little bit and read some of our stuff. Wood is not stupid. They're gonna be power thing, like in workers and resources. Maybe. Logistics are basically auto-assigned distribution offices. Yes, I think that is true. And you see these bars on top of it, they will tell you how busy they currently are. And this carrier is starting to look like relatively busy, which I would count as a pretty good thing, honestly. Okay, garbage can go behind this guy. And later on, there's also a garbage burning facility that we can populate or do something with. And that should be fine. Cool. Fast speed again because we're out of wood again. I've learned so far that the wood resource is really, really easy to run out of really fast. So the numbers that you see here, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but at some point I will just have to spam more lumberjack yards over here, which is fine. I'll totally do that. I have to squeeze another road in there because the road that I put there is not completely straight to the buildings, but that's fine. Wow. Apparently we're still growing. I lost my mouse. There's my mouse. Cool. Leisure buildings, different zones, textile factories, furniture factory, inventories, like a lot of stuff is coming now. So once I have all the materials that I need, and this is the cool thing about this game, it's not just the zones, it's not just the demands, it is a lot more than that. And at least right now we're making some money. We are running relatively low on tools, so we probably should build a small port. Ports have to be near the water. Right here feels right. And then once the port is built, you can actually start trading. Port is not done yet. Come on, port done. And the port looks pretty cool. There you go. Let's slow this down a little bit. And then you want to buy something that you don't have yet. You definitely need tools. And I believe buy spices is another thing that these guys want. But maybe not. Who wants spices? Who are my fancy people? How's Humphrey? You don't want spices either. Not a demand on here. That's okay. But we are low on power now, so let's fix that with a bigger wind turbine. Again, we'll just put it up here. I keep it out of the residential area for sure. At some point, though, remember this industrial area that built in this area? Yeah, I'll probably have to start using that at some point. But for right now, this is where we are. Let's give you some water, because I have a feeling you will complain about that sooner or later. What's your problem? You are full, and we can't move any more wood. That is not a huge problem. Let's build the next industry. Brick. To make brick, we need a clay pit, and clay pits have to be placed on clay. So out here looks like a pretty good option. Let's just have you come out here and place a clay pit right around that. There you go. 80, 100% there, and 100% here. You can min-max these. There's a brickyard right here, and the brickyard tells you it takes 2 clay and turns it into 2 bricks, and the clay pit itself turns it into, or creates 2 clay. So that all makes sense. The thing is, you don't want to place them necessarily right across from your production zones, because they don't have their own transport systems. They only have these logistics centers that are over here to move everything around. But what I think I'll do in this case, I'll add another logistics center, because we're getting pretty busy over here. That should be able to take care of everything. I'm actually going to connect this road. That should be able to take care of everything. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Right? Yeah, that's a little better. Should be able to take care of everything that is food related over here and clay related over there. Let's go back here, build this right in this corner. Perfect. Not quite where I wanted it, but if I've spent more time on this, maybe, just maybe, I'm better at looking at... Oh, it was just not done yet, the power, because I saw the icon over here was confused. If I spent more time on this, I can probably figure out better ways to lay out the roads, and maybe if you stay with a complete grid all the time, probably pretty easy, and so on. But I like what we have here. Consumption is 8,000, production is 9,000. The error messages are generally a tiny bit delayed, so don't pay too much attention to them all the time. But this feels good. I don't want to build too much closer to that side, so let's get me some zoned employees, but we don't have brick yet. Okay, so we're just going to stick with another strip of the regular housing, because I think we need it, and then I'm pretty sure we also need more zone complexes, but as you can see, we're out of wood again. And I don't want to spam wood too much, but what I think we can do is reduce the range or the reach of this guy, because now we have another logistics center right there that should be able to take care of a lot of things all the time, that we just get more wood all the time over here. You can put mods in and assets and all those. Actually, I don't know if mods are available yet, but you can prettify your cities. If you watch me at all, you know that that is not a thing I really do a lot, but maybe at some point, definitely will do it. Hard to tell. You need some water. You should be happy now. You are just missing the resources to create something, so that makes perfect sense. We just got some wood in. So let's create some more offices. Maybe just around this street. Feels like a good place for it. And then a little bit of harbor industry over here. That feels good, right next to the garbage place. Yeah, why not? It's fine. And then, yeah, again, this demand is still confusing to me, but it should be fine. We are out of power again. Are we not producing enough? We are just at the edge of what we need. There are more options here. One of them, if we had some bricks... We're going to have some bricks. Well, you can't produce if you don't have power, so I understand that. Also, this local carrier is currently overloaded. Later on, you do get bigger carriers. City carriers is what they're called, but we're not there yet. The thing with these carriers is they generally pick up and drop off by right where they are. So they don't go to a warehouse. The warehouse is inside the logistics center, and that's when they are where they need to be. which is why I'm just going to place another logistics center out here. Honestly, if I put you there, and then get a road connected in here, freeform ideally, distance too low. I'm not sure how I feel about this distance too low thing, because I've seen it now several times, but that's okay. Give me this one, and then give me this one. There you go. It's a little clumsy, but I think it's okay. So we're low on power still. I would like to build a bigger power plant, so that's why I'm not building anything else right now. There's a coal-fired one. We need some bricks for this, then we need a gas-powered one. We need more bricks for that. This one produces 70,000 power, and this one produces 70,000 power. What is the alternative, or what are the other things? Gas-powered produces less pollution. Interesting. I can't build it yet, so I can't see what all it would need. And then there's the sun-powered power plant, but it only produces 10,000 power. I do feel we're going to grow relatively quickly, so I think I want the gas-powered power plant. Possible that we need more residents for this to actually function, but that is the problem that I actually like to see. Almost have the bricks, so I got some time to read again. Chris, I am old. Haha, me too. Marlon, now remember where else I found the game in a simpler style. City State 1 and 2 with a higher logistics focus. Sounds familiar. Radomir, how is it going? Can someone pick up the last bricks, please? Thank you. So this guy, I don't know if the pollution has any impact on the produce or the food that we're producing out here. So not sure what to do with that, but as you can see, this has a pretty high radius of pollution or just bad stuff that you don't want to deal with. So I'm just going to extend the road a tiny bit from here so that that power plant is not going to influence anything in our city, because that'd be stupid. Put you all the way out here. We actually should be, are we? Let's see. Can I buy a new piece yet? I can't. Should I go this way or this way or this way? I think this one and this one is the most attractive. This one has a lot more building space, but this one is where my industry is growing right now. The city can still grow to the left a little bit, so I think this is what we're going to take. 100,000, we have 45,000 left. Wow, that's really expensive. For some reason I was thinking, and City Skylines is always really cheap, so it's fine. That wasn't cheap. What does this one cost me? 50,000. We don't have enough money for that one yet, but we need money to make anything work here, otherwise we don't have power. So now I think I should just look at the actual cost. 20,000 for that one, or the large plant is 15,000. This one is probably the better option. We have 50,000 money now, but if I place that, we just can't place anything else, and that wouldn't be very helpful, would it? Could place something here. Doesn't feel quite right. We are making money, so let's just build the gas power plant. Yep, right by the water there. Lack of construction resources. Yeah, no, that's fine. And now we should be good. Good for now. We don't have any more tools here because I think, oh, I was saying buy tools, but it didn't give you a price, or it didn't give you a value of how many tools I actually wanted. So now we should have some tools coming in here pretty soon once we can actually afford them, and that is great. We should probably sell something. Yep, I agree. What should we sell? Well, let's look what we can produce. For example, we have a furniture factory right here. It takes a lot of wood and turns it into furniture, but we don't have money for it. 4,000. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Do we have credits already? 200 credits. You built a bank. Let's see if we can build a bank. Town hall, a bank right there. Beautiful. Plop you right here. Nice, busy central district, and see what we can do here. I would like to borrow, sure, 50,000 at 5% interest. That should be fine. I do like to live on the edge, so I hope this one works. We also just bought a lot of tools, so I'm going to pause here so I can actually... What was I trying to build? Oh, I was trying to build the furniture industry. There we go. And I would like to build this in a place that's already near a logistics center, which is right there. And then next to the harbor, because I'm planning on mostly exporting this. Let's just turn this on and say sell some furniture. I don't know, until I have 20. And then, can we sell something else? I would like to sell bricks because we're not going to build something for at least a little while. I know I can take out another loan. That sounds good, but yeah, we'll do this one for now. Cool. Let's make us some money. What are we low on? We are low on residents, and residents actually pay us money. Oh, this is interesting. You cannot build new residences unless you have money. I did not expect that. You're sawing plastic eyes or a friend right now. I am confused about what that means, but I don't know if I want to know what that actually is supposed to say. Can I take another 50,000 so I can build some more residences so they can pay me back in big bucks? That would be helpful. Resource missing. Yeah, that's fine. Then give me a couple smaller ones, and now we're out of all of that. Cool. What does this look like? Why is our income so low? Because we did have a positive income for a while. They don't have fruit yet. I get it. You have some trash. That's fine. You've taken some water. You've taken some electricity. We should have everything taken care of now, especially around food and electricity. Craftsmen are relatively happy. So what we definitely need is some fruit. So we still have some money. So let's just get on that. Fruit farm. For some reason, it isn't fully bugs. There are some bugs in this game. It's early access. You cannot build farms right next to each other right now. Not quite sure why, but it's okay. Plot one here. This is going to be fruit. I'm trying to build all these buildings away from the main road. Hopefully it's something useful. Maybe it's not. But lack of construction resources. Well, and run it a little bit so we can get a couple more bricks. There we go. That should be fine. This logistics center seems to do what it's supposed to do, so that is actually good. This number... Oh, the money change per week. Interesting. But we are going up, I think. So, we're not everything is terrible. Employees are also going up. Not happy that these guys aren't happy, but I also don't know which houses they are. I think it's these guys. Yeah, these guys are not happy. You just need a lot more everything. That is fine. Maybe I should just stick to the lower class housing for now until I have more of the goods that I actually require. There you go. And now, hey, we're making money. I would count that as a good thing. Garbage people, yeah. Traffic. Ooh, traffic here. That's actually, I'm happy to see that. Because there is something really simple that we can do. You take the road that you had. For some reason, you cannot upgrade the road. Don't ask me why, but you cannot upgrade it. If I click on improve the road here and mark this road to improve, it just takes the road that it was before and makes it bigger. That's all. It doesn't actually upgrade it to the other road that you have selected. Actually, I think in this case it did, but it would do the same thing if I used that one. It was a little confusing to me. It's still not completely clear to me what's going on there, but it's fine. It looks like we need a little bit more water. Let's see if we can find a sneaky little spot where we can just plop a water well. This honestly looks great. Connect you to the main water station. Surprised to know that the power plant does not require water, but that's okay. And there we go. We're actually making money now. Beautiful. For a friend's project. I hope you're talking about like model trains or something like that. Because then it would explain something, Radomir. But even if you don't, that's fine. That's cool. Okay. There's something that I know I have to buy for the next set of citizens, which is this stuff. Spices. They're really expensive, but I know that I need it, so we're just going to allow this. Great. Yeah, I just clicked that button. Thanks, Tip. Okay, let's build some other buildings. I don't have a town hall yet. We are requiring money. I just had money 2 seconds ago. Someone traded something. Who's a trader? Where can we place you? Not there, not here, maybe here. That looks like a cute place for a town hall. Yeah, I like that. And that should be good. What do you guys need? You need clothing. I don't know if you can see, but I like to play fast and loose. I don't want to overthink stuff too much. One, because I like progress, and two, that's just how I play my games. I don't like to play on slow speed anymore. Well, sometimes, if you enjoy something. Ooh. Oh, we have everything that we need, so I should expand the things that we require. Let's get some bigger industrial buildings out here, maybe in this area. I do think that I'm creating a traffic bottleneck over here by putting a lot of the worker buildings on this side and a lot of the residential buildings on this side, but I just want to see what happens, to be fair, because I don't know what will happen yet. It's this plus an hour of playing so far for me, so we'll see what happens. Okay, that went well. This is good. At some point, you actually will be able to buy warehouses, but it's one more unlock before we can get there. Ooh, lack of fish. Let's figure out if the lack of fish is because we can't pick up fast enough, or if we don't produce enough. I think it's a mix of both. So what we're gonna do is get more fish, and personally, I don't like that I can place these really close to everything. And actually, can I place one there and that one actually works? Honestly, it would be kind of weird, but yeah, it's 100%. Strange, because I expect there's a boat on there. It can definitely not get in the water from where it sits. But if you're happy where you are, then that's fine. I can see that this local carrier is definitely overflowing. So we'll get another one of that. The city carrier is literally just that same building, a little bigger. We'll get to it when we need it. Do we want there or here? I think over here makes a lot more sense. Cool. We still have some money. We have some of everything, really. So I feel pretty confident with what's going on here. I like it. Anyways, you guys still need what? Clothing. That is the next farm or the next farm stuff that we need. Here's what I'm talking about, maybe. Maybe it works now. I don't know if that was an update. Can I upgrade you? I can't upgrade this road, and I would like to. This is the road that is like the farm road without being a dirt road. And yeah, I can't do anything to it. I would have to destroy the road first, and I can't upgrade it. And if I destroy the road, I effectively destroy the farms. Really hope they fix that, because it just feels a little unnatural. But it's fine. Not enough money to go all the way out there. How about we go up to here? Because all I want to do is build more farms that look exactly the same in those places, and put put businesses in between them. Because why not? Oh, we have bricks. Cool. As long as we have bricks, we can just fill this up. And I'm doing this because right now these roads cannot overlay. Like, the farm roads have to be separate, otherwise it doesn't work. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. It's fine. I don't think that's a huge deal. Apparently I can't have clothing yet, but my people are getting happier. 71% satisfaction. I like it. You still need a bunch of city not utilities, but kind of utilities. City services, that's what I'm talking about. Education. Yeah, sure. Can I put one here? No, I'm planning on building the city out this way, and you fit right there, so that looks good. Fire department. I heard this is important. I should have put you... cover the whole city. You cover it here. You do cover the whole city over here. It feels like only residential areas complain about it, but let's see. Let's click on one of these guys. You don't care. You don't care. Yeah, I guess residential places are the only things that require fire coverage. A little strange, but that's okay. Then police station, obviously. As far as I know, same reasoning. I don't know how much traffic they produce, so they're just going to be all placed right next to each other. And then there's a doctor, which means you should be relatively happy now. You don't have a church, and you don't have leisure, you don't have clothing, and we don't have enough veggies. Veggies I can work on right now. Give me a large veggie plant, or large veggie area that goes from there. That's annoying that you do that. Free surfaces, polygon. Weird. Yeah, I don't know why it's complaining at me. What we're gonna do is, we can't do that. So we're just gonna pull it back to this area, then go pretty far out here and here. Make one huge veggie farm. put you relatively close to this area. Lack of construction materials. Need 40. Come on. Thank you. Put you there, and then maybe if we're lucky we can get a normal road connection here. Distance is too low, pitch too big. Lagging a little bit, doesn't like what I'm doing here. That's okay. Can I connect this guy? Yeah, I can. Cool. Now this logistics local carrier can just get to all the places. We do need some water. It's just a reoccurring theme. If I would just water up all our streets right at the beginning, I wouldn't have this problem, but that's not how I roll. Put you there, and I hope this one farm, this area, will produce enough for everything that we need. I mean, what makes sense? Cool. Awesome. Wood, all those things. We're actually making money. I think we just sold a lot of stuff just now, which is totally fine with me. And as far as I can see, we have a big demand for residential areas. So how about we plop in a few more of the big ones? Whatever we can afford. And then plop in a few more of the little ones. Again, whatever we can afford. Now, this is a problem that I've seen a lot the last time I played, that we have some wood, and then the furniture store, which I don't know where I put it, I think over here, just takes all the wood, and then we are out of wood again, and it's just a bad cycle, and it's going to stay that way until we can add more warehouses. Then we can actually increase our storage for these things. See this? Like the green went up, and now it's down again. Does it mean we have enough? Does it mean we have too little? Does it still mean something, something, something? I really, really don't know. A little confusing, but I think after you play it like a few times, then you figure out what all these things actually mean, and then there's no problem. Okay, how are we doing here? I should probably put my water out that way. That looks good. You people, you just need clothing and leisure activities. Everything else looks fine. How are you guys? You guys are really happy. You would like just a church. Everything else is taken care of for you. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Let's look at our milestones. I just need more people. No, hold on. Reach 1,200 craftsmen. Group. One group. Okay. Reach 1,500 employees. Okay, so what I need now is just to build a lot more of the level 2 zones. So the craftsman zones. And that is fine. To get to the next level. Any questions from anyone so far? To be fair, this is about as far as I played yesterday. It took me an hour to get here because I was still learning everything. The logistics center, furniture tool, you don't have enough wood. Let's just expand our wood production a little bit. I really don't like that this road doesn't fit through here. You see that? Quite annoying. I think I have to remove this guy. Then the road will fit, and we can just... Sadly, I should be able to just spam a lot more lumber camps here. Which just feels weird, but I'm not really sure what else to do, because spreading them out, you simply don't have enough room. So there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. And then this guy hopefully mostly goes to these lumber camps to fill up the storage. That's all I really care about. That feels good. We have 1,300 of those employees now, so let's just add a few more. Should be pretty close. What did I just say? No YouTube magic required. So now you get bigger things of everything. And you get the next resource, which is Iron Mine plus Research Center. And Water Tower and all those things, and that's great. But that's what we need. I don't have a... interest. Oh, wow. Credit? I already had credit. I don't know what that means. But... yeah, so we have steel now, or iron sitting there. Now we have to produce that. We have some wood, we have some brick. Yeah, let's just start producing the next thing. And actually, what is the next thing? 3,000 employees. So all I have to really do is increase the number of employees. The thing is, the more employees you get, the more they demand, potentially, and sometimes that can get really expensive really fast. Let's see if we can do something neat here. Road angle too low. Of course it is. How about there? Count that as a win. And space too big. What does that even mean? Alright, and seriously, what does that even mean? What is too big? What is too small? Can you just explain that to me, please, game? Okay, we're just gonna do this. Lack of construction resources. Need 86. I can't even store that much material at this point. That's also funny. Okay. Didn't know that that was a thing. My dot is writing down. There's a lack of fish again. Oh, good. Okay. Do a smaller industry here. Just from there to there, and we're going to do something bigger later on. 32, yeah, it barely fits what I need to do. And this one produces something, but it doesn't tell me what it produces per hectare. It just produces 1 wool. But how much will it produce it won't tell me. So let's get another one of these guys. Sure, put you right here because you're close to the logistics center, which is really what I care about. Yes, we have enough wood, but I just don't have warehouses yet that I could store. Ooh, I do have a warehouse. Missing resource. We need more bricks. Yes, many more bricks. Once we get bricks, we can take care of that. Because every warehouse that I build essentially increases the storage for all materials, for all resources by 40, which is a pretty big deal, I can tell you. Put one there. And then maybe put one over here. I don't know. It also looks... Oh, water shortage. Oh no! We have this one. This one effectively produces 3 times as much, but it costs steel or iron. This one also. So at this point, we have to stick with just water, which I think is fine. Get you in there. I don't actually know that we were low on water. No, we're fine. Fine now. Whatever it was, water should be taken care of. Where is the water problem? It's gone now, so that's good. Cool. It looks like we have demand for industry, so let's give in to those demands, shall we? Did I build the warehouse? I did build the warehouse. Can I build a second warehouse? Maybe. I would like something just over here. As far as I know, these warehouses really don't create any traffic or anything else. They're just there, and then they increase your city's capacity, which, to be fair, is a little weird, but it's fine. City carrier. Yes, what do I need for you? I need 10 bricks. Can someone please get me 10 bricks, because it feels like we need it. You don't have anything stored. You don't have anything stored. You had something stored that goes in there now. There we go. Where can I squeeze you? I could squeeze you right here, or... Yeah, I clearly didn't plan this ahead of time, and I am fine with that. Put you on this, and make it big enough. So the difference here is this one is has a lot more trucks, so it should be able to help all my other carriers a little more. There's a lot going on right down here. I do feel, well, we have to do something about that at some point. Not right now, though. What was I building? Oh, garbage is full. Uh-oh. Garbage. More of this. Cool. Just cost wood, so I'm not terribly worried about that. What I was really doing was build more offices. Get a little more there. Sure. Get a little more here by the harbor. That looks good. And then we just don't have any more material to build anything. Sometimes my chat doesn't catch up with anything, so gotta refresh this. Nope, nobody said anything. That's fine. It's cool. No problem. I'll just be over here if you have any questions. But yeah, what do you feel? What do you feel about the game so far? Does it feel like City Skyline? Is it something else entirely? Is it interesting? I don't... Ooh, here's the thing that I haven't shown you yet. This is where my mouse is, and I'm going to press F. And now, I got a little trucky. With a lot of controls, obviously. It drives okay. It's not a racing game. But, whoa, don't fall off. There are no collisions, so that's fine. But the road is generally placed on a little ledge, or has been in a couple places. It's been weird. But here you go. That's our city. Whoa! There's a lot of traffic over here. I wonder if I can fix that. There is a lot of... Ooh! Okay. I would like to fix that right now. I don't actually want to pause you, but you see this? And sadly, it's not zooming in right away. It's a little weird, but let's see if we can do something about this. Moves the camera to the object. Yeah. Toggle traffic outlet. That doesn't matter. What? Like... At this point, it does not feel like I can do anything about the vehicle movement at all. And it bothers me. And again, I can't do anything about upgrading the roads. If I go here and go to the bigger road, 6-lane road, say improve, and say do this one. Doesn't do anything. So the only thing that I can do here is to actually delete that. The other thing that I guess I can do is put another relatively long road. Let's do this one. Let's do straight for right now from there to at least here, and then do freeform. 75 meters that way. Not what I really meant to do here. Game save, thank you. I would like to just delete a node of this. I don't want to delete everything of this, but alright, whatever game. Let's do this again. So I want you to come out this way. Flop in there a little bit, and then flop in here, and then go straight. Yep, I learned that from City Planner Place, for sure. Now we have at least a second road coming in there, and here's what I can do. I can improve this road to be a bigger road. Maybe that helps the traffic a little bit. I have no idea if it does. But if it does, great. If it doesn't, too bad. But now we at least have two roads getting into this area. There's some birds just flopping up there. That's cute. That should take care of a couple things. Industries. We still don't have enough. We have a lot of logs, but we don't have a lot of bricks. That is something I should probably address pretty soon, but for right now, this is what we have. Office Complex 1. Let's just fill up harbor area as much as we can until this demand goes down. There's still a lot of demand right here. Good, just in this whole area. I hope this will be more the industrial zone or the commercial zone. Kind of like it, but honestly, I didn't give it that much thought yet because I'm still learning how to play this game. And I'm fine with that. All of those are fine. What do we have traffic-wise here? That road is not ideal, so let's improve that as well. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Can't improve that road. Really bothers me. They do have to add this. L'Oreal, how's it going? Yeah, good to see you here live. Okay. What else do we need? Anything? Anything in particular? Maybe? Probably? Potentially. Actually, all our demands are sorted right now, so all we have to worry about is Big Village. So we need 3,000 more employees, which means we need more clay. And more clay should be in this area, so maybe we'll just concentrate on that. Bricks? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Sure. You can build there, that's fine. And then we put another one here. That looks good. Can we get another one? 80% doesn't sound terrible. 90% sounds more better. No resources, 90%. I would like to put it here. Sure, why not? You can go there, and then we get one more brickyard out this way, and then maybe, if I'm smart, I will start connecting this road straight away, please, to some other road. Right there, seems like a pretty solid space. Then we can use this for whatever we need to use it for. Water. We should be good there. Let's just complete this to the end. That looks good. And there you go. Logistics are fine. Steel, iron is the next thing that we need, but yeah, bricks is the other thing that needs to happen. Garbage seems to be fine, and these guys are always really, really full. But that's okay. I think that's okay. What I can probably do is reduce your radius a little more, that you just stay in the harbor. Reduce your radius, that you do something very similar. And maybe that helps. Because this guy, the city carrier, should be really busy all the time. But obviously, the longer your distances are, the worse the like the longer it takes to get something from A to B, and then your trucks are occupied longer. Okay, is there a 300-kilometer road on the right? Lol. Yes, obviously. It's German developers. It's GmbH. And it's not the name, but it's Gemeinschaft mit beschränkter Haftung, which is a German word, which some of you probably know. So I know they're German developing team, so I'm not surprised that they put an Autobahn on there. But yes, 300 kilometers per hour. There you go. Which is funny because the Autobahn does not have a speed limit in some sections, and then some other sections just 120. I don't think there's ever a speed limit of 300. There's a suggested speed of maybe 180 or 120 when you can drive however fast you want. There you go, little info. Okay. Actually see this as a problem. Can I go here and... No, I'm not gonna think around with that because it's not exactly what I wanted, but it's pretty close to what I wanted. Okay, we have wood again, we have some bricks, we don't have much else. We need more residents for the next big village, which is this one. Overall, how happy are you guys? 88% happy. And if you look at what you need, you just need a church and some other things. So let's see what we can find here. Research center. Yeah, we haven't done that yet. You need a ton of bricks. And a courthouse. You also need a ton of bricks. Leisure? Is that this one? So, there's some buildings that feels like you can just plop down. You know me. That's not kind of what I do. But how about we just plop one over there? Looks great. Yeah. Gameby House the best compared to the English limited. LTD, is that limited? No, it can't be limited. But I'm sure you're right. It definitely sounds right. Veggies. Oh, fruit. Fruit is falling behind. Ooh, but 300 seems a little bit excessive for cars. You must have never driven on a German interstate. It's not that bad if everyone knows how to drive. Fruit farm, is that what I wanted? Yes, this is what I wanted. And I don't think I would get you here, right? Free surfaces. Also, something that we were supposed to be able to put roads like this, but it's not right yet. Veggies, yes, I would like you. Technically, I want you from here to here, but you won't let me. Got it. So we'll just do this side. I do like that these guidelines usually are in an appropriate place, but they're not always very helpful. Lack of fish. How are you lacking fish? Are we not able to pick up, or are we just not having enough? Oh, that's right. That's a research. I can actually increase the efficiency of my fishing spot if I add some research points. Put you here and put you here. That should get us a little bit further, and then see what it takes to get the research building up and running. 75 bricks. Okay, harbor. Turn off the brick selling. I'll just take it out. Fine. The rest looks good. I'm not going to buy bricks because I can produce them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the equivalent of an LLC. Limited Liability Company, I think is what that stands for, right? Marlin, sections without speed limit are pretty rare. They are, but they exist, and that's what Americans, if you ask them about the Autobahn, that's all they know about the Autobahn, so I don't know. It's like stereotypes. They're not always true, but there's always part of it that is true because of reasons, and it's fine. I think at this point it's not super important. Looks like we have the church already. I should probably take care of that. I like that the trash is just in the middle of the city right here, but maybe that's fine. I don't know if it has to be right next to the local garbage collector, or it could be anywhere, but I'm not terribly worried about it. Anyways, what do we have here? Church. Yes, religion. Sure. It's not workers and resources, so it's fine to put a church in every once in a while. Like right there. Cool. The next one is leisure. Leisure building 1. They actually really like their leisure, so Let's plop a couple down in certain different places. They're all the same, as far as I know. There's no real big difference. 18, 18. I don't know what those numbers are. It sounds like it costs the same. Yeah. To me, they're all the same. So we're just going to place those. But now there's a little extra sound, which is not ideal, but there you go. Apartment building. You are less happy. What is a lot of noise? Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Can't keep everyone happy all the time. That's fine. Looks like we have another demand for those. Oh, research center. I can build it. Perfect. Research center. I want you here or here or here. Ooh, let's put you there. Feels like a good spot for it. And then a courthouse. Can we afford you 30 bricks? Yes, we can afford the courthouse. Beautiful. New research available. And that's where we're going now. Up here we have some research point. We started with I don't know how many, and I guess we're getting 3 extra every time. And what we want is deep sea fishery. That our production is increased by 50%. So do we either want plantations or do we want lumberyard? Honestly, plantations are probably more helpful. So we go there first, bigger farm space. Probably, we already tried that earlier. Farms, less workers, that sounds good. And then the fishery right here, the last 20 points that we have. Now, these guys should all spit out about, yeah, it's 150%, so they should spit out a lot more fish than what we had before. That sounds good. Drive your vehicle yourself. No, thank you. Loriot, I'm German, so I did. Just saying that 300 kilometers for a road game, it seems a bit too much. Yep. Deutschsprachige Gamer und Simulation. Es gibt keine bessere Combo. Yeah. I remember as a kid when I went to Saturn or to MediaMarkt, there was always this long aisle where both sides were just simulation games, and it was literally every simulation game, like airport fire station simulator and forklift simulator, and just all the different words with simulators behind it. It was great. I loved it. But as a kid, I never had a good computer, so I never played it that much. Local garbage. It feels like you may be overloaded, and I would like to deal with that. So you guys are not super happy, but you're happy enough. 90% happiness, I consider that happy. I don't think it needs these signs, because I'm not sure that there's anything I can do to reduce the noise, but that is okay. So trash over here looks pretty full. I think that means we need another garbage collector. Let's put it just on the main road. The local distribution offices are pretty full. Let's throw another one in the mix. This one, can we afford one? Yes, we can. Right here should be fine. And this one I would actually like to support the whole city. It does right now. Perfect. And then let's see, residential. We need more of these guys. We currently have bricks and everything. So yeah, fill this up. Fill this up. Maybe I can do this smart and put some office zones just around this leisure building. I don't know if that will solve my problem, because over here that's the leisure building, and everyone right around it is pretty unhappy. Maybe this is how I'm supposed to build it. Feels like something City Skyline did, but again, that is like the second hour that I've been playing this. Big village, that was fast. Valentin, German Autobahn is pretty busy. You can't drive a 300 km if you want to. Ha! Depends what you drive. There's a pretty empty piece of road going from Berlin to my hometown up north, so depends where you are, that's all. Small local warehouse. Factory line does not require road access, can be built in the farm area. Cool. Garbage power plant. That's the one that I actually cared about to get earlier. I don't have iron yet. That's the next thing I probably have to build up to. Yeah, those guys are still annoyed by that. I think what we're gonna do is get rid of buildings that are right next to the leisure building and replace them with offices. Big ones and small ones. I feel like we need all of them. Can you just move out faster? And apparently we have water shortage again. Should be, no, these all require those things, so we can't have that. Just placing them in some random locations here. It doesn't really matter where. That feels good. I guess moving out yet? Do I need to provide other means of living for you before you move out? That'd be interesting. There you go. That make you happier? Pretty sure I pressed escape on those, but it's not really doing anything. Not escape, but I pressed delete on those. Demolishing tool. Oh. I think I deleted them, but the zone is still the same. Yeah, they're still zoned the same, so it doesn't make a difference. Can I... Huh. Do I have to delete... Nope. Stop moving in. That's a little cumbersome, and I can... Oh no, I can drag. Okay. Did it work? Nope. Look, there's all these buildings trying to rebuild right away. And I feel like I was paused the whole time, but what do I know? There you go. Take that zone out, take that out, take that out, take this out. Now, I'm gonna make you an office zone. Cool. Was that worth it? No idea. Figure it out. Oh, that was the wrong button. Industry is coming up. This looks pretty neat, actually. So, yeah, let's think about expanding these guys. Are we on straight? We are on straight. Beautiful. And then we just have to do something over here, which, again, is probably not there. See if we got any extra buildings that we haven't built yet. Planning office, interesting. Tax office, interesting. Small local warehouse, yeah, of course. Leisure building, that's what I wanted. You need iron, we don't have iron yet. I should probably start on building that, but I'm not ready for that at this point. So we got that one here. That means we're gonna put commercial around you, because I do feel like that works, kind of. So that's just what we're gonna do for now on. We don't have bricks right now, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, let's get started in the next industry, which is iron. We need an iron mine. Where do we have some? Oh, there's this right next to the wood. That's it. Okay. I guess that's where we're going. 100% iron. Yeah. Get me a piece of road that kind of goes in here. That should be fine. Then industry, again, iron, steel, 100%, cool. I don't know how many I need. Produces 2. This guy takes 4 and 4 charcoal, or 4 coal thingies. And I think this does have a pretty good pollution radius, so let's not go crazy on that. We could put that out here. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yay, more roads that I'm only using one off. Angle too low. Can you ignore landscape? Interesting. Get this guy. Yep, that's kind of where I wanted to. And then this takes 4 into 2, so we need effectively 2 of these, but I don't want to put it on the steel production. I want 2 of these guys. Oh, come on, let me build something here. That'd be great. Come out, pitch too high, pitch to whatever. Just come out this way. You can see exactly what I want to do here, but the game just doesn't want me to. Well, no, that's not how you do that. And I do want to connect this one to this, and then this one. The game does not like me doing this. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. If you come out there, yes, you need something. I'll figure that out in a second. I need 2 of these coke makers. Then I need another building like this one right there should be good, and maybe one smaller one over here. That should also be good, and then you guys just need some water. Should not be a real problem. Go out here, go over here, there, and there. Beautiful. Check something. Not gonna check yet. Perfect. And now we have everything that we need. There's just some buildings that need water. We just fixed that. Now we need residential areas. Again, we have a lot of bricks, I believe. So let's go crazy on this. This. Okay. That's all you can do because we're out of bricks again. Beautiful. Exactly what I want. I'm surprised that these carriers are all really this full. New buildings have water problems. That means I probably don't have water pipe laid out this way yet. Not a problem. Just go all the way down. Yay, small city! Cool, more credit, more research points, more region, more warehouse, and all these other things. Biogas plant. I mean, at this point you can see you just continuously grow, and you have to worry about continuously making enough resources of whatever you need, and then have to make sure that you have the logistic capacity. So you don't have to micromanage everything. I think you can min-max most of the things. I don't feel that the farms at this point tell me a really good number of how much they produce a week. But overall, that's good enough. It lets you do something. Range of woodcutter increased by 15, increased by 30, and get me lumberyard efficiency, production capacity. Sure. Just give me a little bit extra. Again, there's a full research tree over here. You can do a lot of stuff. Not that worried about it. Pause the game. This is like watching Sisyphus. Has issues with noise pollution. Bulldoze the entire neighborhood. Yes. Complain and you get bulldozed. That's what the bulldozer is for. Have you done trading? Yeah, we're trading a couple things. I think that's why I have some money right now. I think I can trade a little more. I just don't want to trade in things that are already produced, or that I can produce. So that's why we are where we are. What is your problem? Do we have not enough water at this point? Water we're producing is... We're consuming a little more water than we have available. Oh no! Okay. Big water tower can go somewhere useful. Not there, obviously. Not there, obviously. I don't know. There feels fine. I don't know that there's any pressure indicator for the game, so I think once you have water connected, it's just a resource that's going to be available. So that should be fine. What else do I need? Just more of everything. I think now it's more a matter of, can you make it look pretty? Ooh, complex 3. Like it. Can we put that here? Resource missing. Of course there is. Zone engineers also needs the next level. I mean, it's nice. It always upgrades, so that part makes me feel very much like Anno. But probably other games can come to mind as well. I'm not going to judge you if you don't feel like this is Anno or City Skylines at all, although I think very City Skyline-y. But it's pretty. It has a lot of features in there that we can use, and then it has this whole assets thing. If someone wants to go through here and figure out what you can do, be my guest. That's not what I do when I play games. Obviously landscaping, I haven't played with that yet. I take care of my money. Yeah. There you go. There are those things. Then there are some other buildings. Planning office, cute. Tax office, yeah, sure. Let's add that to the street because that makes sense. Small local warehouse, sure, why not? And you said I can put that within farms. Interesting how this is all kind of angled, but yeah, there's that. And then industries continuously grow more. So this is the charcoal burning where I can make more charcoal. Then there are other industries in here that I probably need. Sorry, I'm skipping kind of over this, but there's just a lot. And there's glass, and there are tools, and tools require 1 steel to make 3 tools. That feels like a pretty good deal, honestly. Put you out here. Already a lot of industry going on, so that should be fine. All our logistics offices are really full, so I feel like I want to spam a couple of these all over the city. Can I put one out here? Yes, I can. Cool, cool. And put one more right next to here. I hope that will take care of it. I see that most of my rings are full green. That means they're all super busy, and that's not a good thing. You don't want that. Also out of money. That's pretty good. Are there goods you have to import, or can you produce everything on every map locally? No idea. I know you have to start by importing spices, and I don't know when I can start producing my own spices. So you are required to trade. But at this point, there are only 2 full maps available, and they're adding more with every release, I think every month or so. There's a roadmap available if you go to their website, so should give you a good idea of what's going on and what's coming, what's not. Marlon again, you know, like how many workers and resource maps you have to import oil for the refinery? You mean if there's enough of something? I think if you can produce an industry, you can probably produce enough of it, but if your city gets too big and the map is pretty large, I mean, there's a lot that you can build on here and expand to. At some point, oh, I don't have money for this. At some point, you're probably required to import something. And looking at that, do I have any resources that I have a lot of that I could just start exporting? I have a lot of veggies here. They're probably worth money. I have some trash. I don't know if anyone wants to export or buy that. I got fish now, and I got that stuff. So yeah, we can add some more trading options here. Sell fish. Up to, I don't know, that much. Sell veggies. About the same number. And additional trading slots through construction of further ports. Makes sense. But that should give me some money, at least. Water. Which, oh, that building out there. You're the one that doesn't have. I got you, buddy. Go here, go here. So, a couple things about the game. Well, let's first go over here. Dark Lord. How does this game have same map size restrictions like SimCity 2013? No idea, never played 2013. Played a really old one, but that's not the same. So, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe is my answer. Things that I like about this game at this point. It's early access. It's only been out since Thursday last week, I think, so don't be too harsh on it, and they're hopefully taking feedback. I put some feedback on their Discord. Haven't heard back yet, which makes me a little nervous, but it's also the weekend. Maybe they only work during the week. They are Germans, after all, so I get that. Things I like. Just that you have to make your own resources, and resources matter, and that they grow over time. It's pretty cool. But a problem I have is the min-maxing. If you look at this guy, I don't know how much they produce in a day. I have this tick, and I have this number, range is 22 grids. It doesn't mean anything for me. I have this number of trees in the radius, but again, all of these have about the same number in the radius, so that doesn't mean anything to me, and the resources don't get reduced once you harvest them. Don't love that part. It doesn't tell me here in the view how much they produce, but it tells me in this view how much they produce. 8. Just weird. It's just very weird how that works. So don't like that. I wish the daily consumption from min-maxing would actually be shown here. That's the same for all the other industries. Brickyard, why are you full and nobody's picking up? Oh, because we are full. So yeah, it doesn't tell you here what they do, but if you go to the industry itself, it will tell you what they can do, and it just feels like you could easily tell me that there's an output and there's an input. But that doesn't happen. You have to look at the numbers, but then you don't know what the daily consumption is. It's just a big mess. The other thing that I don't like yet is that the roads cannot be upgraded to other roads. It can just be expanded to the same roads. What does that mean? I have some money, so I can probably show you. For example, this is the road that I really like. If we look at that, it looks like this. Let's do straight. Looks like this. Not enough money. Cool. Come on, make me some money. Thank you. Road looks like this, right? Has trees in the middle, maybe it helps with sound or something, has some signs there, everything's cool, great. If I have this one selected and say improve, I would expect that this road turns into the road that I've selected. You see what it got improved to? It got improved to 4 lanes instead of 2 lanes, instead of the 3 lane with trees in the middle. So that feels weird. I very much feel like roads have to be upgradable to whatever roads you want, because right now I have to remove the roads and then replace them, but when you do that, you're actually tearing down everything that's built around the roads. Not cool, not effective. Don't like that part. I think that's another easy fix. Other than that, it's a little darker, but I think with some good shaders or some mods, you can actually make this look a lot prettier, and that is fine with me. But, I mean, you can make this a lot prettier than what I have done so far. And you start with this little village, and then you turn into the bigger buildings, and then, as you saw, I already have the next zone engineers built. Let's see what they look like. Probably a little different, that'd be cool. Traffic-wise, it's not done yet. I very much feel like this is a good indicator that they're planning on doing something, but I can't do anything yet. So it's Traffic Island, which really just looks at UI for some of the roads. But I want to be able to change what lanes go where and how, what, where, why, when. Can't do that yet. I really hope that's something that will happen down the road. I did mention that on the Discord, but I don't know if they read that. So there's that. There's the Traffic Island. See that? On, off, on, off. The other way around. But it's not... Yeah, again, I can't really do anything about the traffic management here. But maybe that's something that comes down the road. Outside of that, I think it's an actually pretty cute, pretty fun game with a lot of potential that is early access. I don't know what all their plans are in terms of expanding functionality. I know they're expanding assets and maps and all that stuff, but... yeah, pretty good start. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of wrapping this up because I feel like I have some other things to do behind me. And therefore, this is probably all I have. What else do I have here? Marlin, I personally like that you don't deplete resources. In vanilla, it's almost no point resource deposits that delete so quickly. Yes, the rate at which you take up all the resources in City Skylines is ridiculous, which is why probably everyone turns off resource depletion. But I like that you could deplete it. The problem I have with City Skylines resources is they don't actually matter for your city. They matter for production of some industries, yes, but you don't have to build those industries and you'd still be fine. Like the vanilla City Skylines does not care about industries, and the expansion gives you a little more extra things that you can do, but it's not required by any means to make a city grow. You can make money other ways. So I like that here you are required to have the resources. I do feel that they deplete really fast. Like out of this, everything that's here, how much can I build? Actually, let's get this one. How much can I build? Well, I don't have money, so that doesn't help. But I don't feel like I can build as much as I would like to build. Yeah, and well, there's more stuff that they want. Apparently, we're out of furniture. Cool. Yeah. How are we out of furniture? That doesn't make sense. Oh, we only have one furniture maker. I think that's our problem. It sits right here. And you're probably always full and wanting full throttle. So let's get a couple more of these in here. Where can we build you? How about right next to existing yards? There we go. Have those work. Yeah, so no, overall pretty fun game. Look, all the wood is already gone because I just put some furniture makers down. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because I have so many places that produce wood, but that's fine. I think you can make this very pretty. I think you can plan the cities very nicely. I do think the snapping of the road tool is not as intuitive as it needs to be. And then again, the upgrade thing, I already talked about that, so I'm not going to say that again. A lot of cool features here. Pollution is there, overviews are there, again, different resources are there. There's a lot of good stuff going on. As you can see, there are already a lot more resources that I haven't even started yet that your people want, but you will also require really large areas of land. Right now, I know that I didn't play perfect. Oh wow, it did this again. It did this yesterday, where I pushed a button. Oh good. That was a button I pushed and then nothing would move anymore. Apparently it's button C. Yeah, C makes everything weird. But yeah, it's really expensive, so I could take out a loan right now and expand more, but I don't feel like I played terribly. And I don't have money to expand to the next square at this point. I probably could concentrate on that and start exporting everything, but I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, I think that's all I have. I'll give you a couple seconds here to say anything or ask anything that you want to ask, because there's a 20-second delay on the stream. But if you don't have anything else, I would say thank you very, very much for watching. Really appreciate it, as always. I don't know if we had any new subscribers or similar today. If we did, sorry I missed you. I tried to look at my overlay, but I probably just missed it. If we didn't, hey, why didn't you? Yeah, new games. I would like to show new games, but it also has to be games that come along that I actually am interested in. This one I'm definitely interested in. I want to see how they progress. And we'll just see how it goes and what we can do with it and so on. And that would be cool. It would be really nice if these ships actually show up at a trading interval, because right now there's just a... On the small port, where is it? There's this interval up here. Like every day there's trade, it seems like. It doesn't matter what the ships do. In City Skylines, at least, when your ships come in, you do something with them. I mean, you generate a lot of traffic. Is there rail or similar? I have no idea. Normally, I like to play games that have trains. I don't know if that's a real option in this game. It feels like it should be. But it also feels like it's not really necessary, but maybe it is. I mean, it is getting bigger and all that, and maybe there are airports and other things as well. I have no clue. No clue at all. So we'll just see what happens. I don't think there are any other buildings that we need to talk about, so I think that's good. Marlon, bye-bye. And everyone else, again, thank you very, very much for watching. Let's take a quick tour with our little truckie. There we go. Cars just disappear. People are walking really slow on... Oh, when I'm in here, it's just all slow speed. Got it. But there's our city. You can take a quick little tour around. I think this is a really neat feature that they added that. Wow, there's a lot of traffic here, but I'm pretty sure that if I just turn this into a double-lane road, that's all fixed. I mean, I like it. It's really cool. It's really nice. Can you explode? No, you can't. See? No! Okay, can I reset you? And then I think if I drive into the water, I get to explode. And that'll be our end. Yeah! Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, like, subscribe. If you didn't, like and subscribe, because why not? Yeah, thanks again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.